So now that we have our paper loom made and all the strips that we're going to weave through, I'm going to show you how to start weaving. So I'm going to take one of the strips and I'm going to do an over one, under one pattern. Remember, over one, under one, over one, under one. So I'm going to take my strip and I'm going to just hold up one. So I'm going over, under, over. I'm going to pick up the next one, under, over, under, and over. Now I want to slide the strip of paper all the way to the edge so I can't move it. I shouldn't have it like right in the middle like this. I want to slide it over to the edge as far as it'll go. And I want to make sure that the top and the bottom are lined up. It should be the same length as your loom. I shouldn't have it like this where there's a lot of paper hanging off the edge and not enough here. So I'm going to slide it so it's even. Now, the second strip of paper that you're going to weave through is going to do the opposite of this one. So my first one started by going over this first strip of paper right here. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to start by going under. So I need to lift up the edge of the paper and go under this horizontal strip. And it should be doing the opposite of your other one. You can check this by seeing if it's making kind of a checkerboard pattern. It should be making squares. So I'm going to lift up the next one, under, over, under, and slide it until I can't see it hanging off the bottom here or the top. Remember, it should be about the same size. And now I want to slide it over. See how there's kind of a space right here? I'm going to slide it over with my fingers until it makes squares. All right. Now I'm going to start my next one. So this one, this vertical strip went under to start. Now I'm going to do the same as my first one and go over to start. So I'm going to go over and under. And again, I know that I'm doing it right if it's making that checkerboard pattern. Here's what it looks like if you are not doing it correctly. If I accidentally go over two, look what happens. Uh-oh, now I don't have that checkerboard. Now it's just a long rectangle right here. That's easy to fix though. All I have to do is back it up, beep, 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 and fix it. So under, over, under, and over. You can remember after you weave the vertical strip in, you want to move it over so it touches the other one, so it looks like squares. You don't want any gaps in between. Now I'm going to start weaving my next one and we'll see if I'm doing it correctly. There we go. Now I want to check before I move on to my next one. Oh, if I scoot it over, does it look like a checkerboard? This one can kind of like slide under the other one. It looks all blue. It looks more like rectangles instead. I think I made a mistake somewhere. So I want to go back, and here's one way you can check it. You can go back and you can see, start where you started, and you can see if you went over one and under one. So I went under one, and that was correct because it's opposite of this one. Then I went over one. Oh, I went over again. So here's where I made my mistake. I went over two by accident. Easy to fix, just back it up and try again. Under, over, under, over, under. Slide it over. Check it. Does it look like squares? Is it touching the other one? Looks good. Now I can continue with the rest of my strips.